Welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Guys, let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto. I see the chat booming, man. You guys are amazing. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. So, guys, as you guys can see, I'm streaming a little bit late. So that is because I wanted to live stream the FOMC meeting, which will be happening in the next 1 hour. So, but guess what? So I'm heading to somewhere so in the next 1 hour. But let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the crypto market. So, guys, a lot of positive news happening in the crypto space, which is why, as you guys can see, so on my titles today, I said that so this can be historical for Bitcoin and crypto. So guess what is happening in the crazy world of crypto? Yeah, guys, drop your question on the chat so you guys already know. So for sure, we'll be doing Q&A before the end of the stream. So JP Morgan team up with Coinbase to do what? To let users buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So just 2023, JP Morgan said that, so Bitcoin is a fraud and so he is not a fan of Bitcoin. He think government should ban Bitcoin. So guess what I say back then? I said, don't be surprised that JP Morgan will be buying Bitcoin behind the scenes. And guess what? A day like today, so JP Morgan going into public, partnering with Coinbase to offering to be able to use their credit card to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. To make it easy for FOMC meeting. So it will be happening soon, but that is because so Fed chair, which is Jerome Powell, we have to decide if to cut rates or fetch Paul to decide rate cut soon. So let's say in the next 1 hour for now. But which I think for sure, Fetcher will be cutting rate today, Jerome Paul. But if Jerome Paul decide to cut rate, the market will boom. But even if Jerome Paul did not decide to cut rate, but I don't think they will be cutting rate today. Even if Fetcher Jerome Paul don't cut rate for sure, Bitcoin will stay still. That is because it's already priced in. So guys, guess what? The trade war, the tariff trade war is still happening around the world. So which is why you need Bitcoin. For sure, you need Bitcoin now than ever. That is because a lot of good things keep happening in the crypto space, and Bitcoin is becoming a mainstream asset, which is featured. JP Morgan, they do manage about 5 point something trillion dollars in assets. But guess what? So this is JP Morgan who said that Bitcoin, he is not a fan of Bitcoin and Bitcoin is a scam. It's made for scammers and, for fraud purpose. But today he decided to partners with Coinbase for making a payment easier for users. So, guys, let's dive into the market. A lot of good things keep happening in the crypto space. Guess what? MicroStrategy adding $2.4 billion in Bitcoin. I told you all this about a few days ago. So don't sleep on Bitcoin, don't sleep on Ethereum. So, which is why they like today, most of the altcoins are coming back up. Yesterday, the market we have a little bit of sell off, but you guys can see a day like today, the market is slightly up. So, the next less than 1 hour from now, let's see. So, less than 1 hour from now, so the Fed, so the Fed chair will be speaking, Jerome Powell, so which will be discussing about the rate cut. So inflation is real. This is why you need Bitcoin. Inflation is real. So let's see what is happening in the market. So guys, as you guys can see, let's see the news. Trump announced a 25% tariff on India, not just India, plus a penalty on trade. So penalty for trade with Russia. So President Trump is still threatening Russia that if Russia don't have a peace with Ukraine, so he will be imposing almost about a 50% tariff on them. And guess what? So President Trump decided to impose a 25% tariff on India, not just India, Indonesia as well. So, which is out crazy, but that is how it is. So, which is why you need Bitcoin. There's no tariff in Bitcoin. I keep telling you guys this Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. You either decide to to understand it, to know how Bitcoin works. Or, according to Satoshi, I said it a few days ago, Satoshi said that, seconds. So Satoshi said that, he will convince you. So to know about Bitcoin, it's either you decide to know about Bitcoin or not. So that is how it is. So Bitcoin is here to stay, becoming a mainstream asset. It's what simple with the billions of dollars around the world. It's just for you to memorize your seed phrase, boom, nothing else. You move with your Bitcoin around the world. That is how easy it is. So if you want to transport with gold around the world, you have to hire the billions of dollars worth of gold. You have to hire security. But if you want to travel with your $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, it's just for you to transfer it so into either hardware wallet or code wallet. Then guess what? You memorize the seed phrase. You can travel with millions and billions of dollars around the world. So there's still tariff war that is keep going on, but Bitcoin, there's no tariff on Bitcoin. It's simple. Yeah, memorize it. So just memorize your seed phrase. Boom, that is how it is. 12 words. 12 words not easy to store on Dribble. It's simple. There are people who even store 24. There's a guy which I know. So he can repeat 100 words. Let's say, for example, you tell him welcome, Jude, John, Joseph. So when you tell him to like 30 words, so he can repeat it from the back, that word. So there are smart people around the world. 12 words are nothing. So you can memorize the seed phrase, which are 12 words. So, guys, not just that, you guys can see here. So Trump says that Friday tariff deadline will not be extended. So you all know that President Trump, he is imposing about at least almost about 15 to 20% tariff in Europe, and the deadline is this in the next 1 2 days, so which is August 1st. But guess what? He said that he will be extending it. But which take us here, I want you guys to see this. So Trump demands a rate cut after GDP's beats forecast. So President Trump said that Jerome Powell should cut rates. But why is Jerome Powell still not cutting it? It's because the inflation is real. So inflation is real. So inflation keep eating away our buy power, keep telling it every single day, which is why you need Bitcoin. We all need Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been one of the best performing asset over the past few years, over just between the past 16 years, Bitcoin has been existing, which is why even if U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott says that she says that so he does not expect the Fed to cut rates today. So which I think so. I do still think that the Fed will cut rate today. So because the Fed will be cutting rate, but for sure, so that is why you need Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is here to save you for all this situation. So because Bitcoin is here to stay, just like as I said earlier just now that if you are traveling with billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, so you just need to transfer them into your hardware wallet ledger. But if you are transferring gold, so into transporting gold, or you have to transfer them, guess what? So all you have to do to hire security, pay for taxes, pay for this, pay for that. But when it comes to Bitcoin, Bitcoin give you freedom. So it's not controlled by anybody. The fiat, which is the government money, is being controlled by them. It's totally different from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is being powered by miners, which is the energy. It's being powered by energy, guided by code, decentralized, allow the world, controlled by nobody. It's being controlled by you and your money. So Bitcoin is you and your money. So which is one thing about Bitcoin. So President Trump is demanding that the Fed should cut rate today, but which I don't think it will happen. But let's see what next if the Fed will decide to cut rate. But I don't think it will happen today. Guys, I can see most of you guys are watching from S, aka Twitter. So if you are watching me from S, also head up to the YouTube channel at Charisco Crypto. Every single day, I'm here. So where we discuss Bitcoin and crypto. And if you have any question, drop your question on the chat. For sure, we'll be doing Q&A shortly. So guys, which take us here? I want you guys to see this. So this is a strategy MicroStrategy CEO, which is Michael Saylor, he posted this on his S account. I'll be telling you guys a few days ago that MicroStrategy will be raising another 2 point something billion dollars to buy Bitcoin. Guess what? So Saylor just announced that they just bought another 21,000 Bitcoin. So today, Saylor, which is the CEO of Strategy, they are now holding, strategy is now holding more than 3% of total Bitcoin supply. But you all know that even if US spot ETF is already holding more than, US spot ETF is already holding more than 6% of total Bitcoin supply. So strategy has acquired 21,021 BTC for $2.46 billion. This is just a single company. Keep buying and buying. Guess how much Bitcoin strategies are holding today? Strategy are now holding $74.4 billion in Bitcoin. Just MicroStrategy alone. So Bitcoin was not created for this. So that is because even if JP Morgan adopting Bitcoin, which I will be showing you guys shortly now. So partnering with Coinbase for them to, for Bitcoin pay for their credit card payment. Bitcoin was not made for this. So Bitcoin is being create for decentralization for everybody to use. But guess what? Those private entity, they are working so hard to control it. They want to control Bitcoin. So which this is not what Bitcoin is created for. So Bitcoin was created. The white paper was written in 2008. So, and it was published in 2009 by Satoshi. So, and because the money system, the monetary system, the fiat system, it failed. It failed 2008. So, which is why Satoshi bring this idea to create a Bitcoin in 2000, which is why he published Bitcoin 2009. He bring the idea, which was bring the idea 2008. But guess what Satoshi said back then? If you don't believe me on this, so and you don't get it, don't have time. I don't have time to convince you. I'm sorry. So Satoshi said this 2000 exactly today 2000 that was 2015. No, 15 years ago. So this last week that was 2011. So what did Satoshi say? He said that if you don't believe in Bitcoin and you don't get it, so I would convince you, but I'm sorry. So you will totally understand why Bitcoin is created in the next few years. But guess what? Even which is why even if JP Morgan, who said that he's not a fan of Bitcoin, he think that the government should, he think that the government should, should ban Bitcoin. You can't ban Bitcoin. If you decide, like here in Europe, if you decide to ban Bitcoin in Europe, there are more miners in every part of the world. So you can even support Bitcoin in every part of the world. You can decide to mine Bitcoin. All you just need to do is to have a computer in your home, download the hash rate and you paste the address, then you will start mining Bitcoin. That is what it takes to power Bitcoin network. So, which is why MicroStrategy, they understand how Bitcoin works. I keep telling you guys every single day, people who don't own Bitcoin right now, who don't buy Bitcoin, is because they don't know how Bitcoin works. So people who understand how Bitcoin works, they keep buying and buying and buying. So as you guys can see here, MicroStrategy, which is now a brow to strategy. So strategy are now holding 628,000 791 Bitcoin. How much did they spend? They spent about $46 billion to buy this Bitcoin. But guess what? They are now holding about $74 billion in Bitcoin as of now. So that is huge, just single company. But so I want you guys a reminder that you guys know that even if Tesla are holding about $1.1 billion in Bitcoin, so not just Tesla, so a lot, not just Tesla, you guys know as well, multiple companies. I've showed you guys over the past few days, over the past few months that, just in the past 1 month, more than 20 companies have added Bitcoin to their treasury. So, which take us here, I want you guys to see is JP Morgan team with a Coinbase to let user buy crypto with a bank's account, points and cards. So, JP Morgan I want to show you guys this. Let me see. Let me if I can bring a JP Morgan short clip here. So this is JP Morgan. Let me see if you guys let me see if you guys can hear. Let me try to play this. This is JP Morgan 2023, which is still less than 3 years. That is less than 2 years. Less than 3 years. Let's put it less than 3 years. So JP Morgan said that, he is not a fan of Bitcoin. He thinks the government should ban Bitcoin. This is JP Morgan. But guess what? Today, he is the one partnering with Coinbase. He is the one partnering with Coinbase for users to be able to spend the card, their points, every part of the world. This is how it is, which is why I keep saying anybody who don't understand Bitcoin, they will keep criticizing Bitcoin. That is how is. It's simple for them to criticize Bitcoin because they don't understand how it works. Let me try and play the short clip if you guys can hear it. This is JP Morgan when he said that he thinks they should ban Bitcoin. But guess what? He is the one embracing Bitcoin today. This is history. So more people keep embracing Bitcoin every single day. Let me play this. I hope you guys can hear. I know you guys will hear it. I don't know what is wrong with the volume. I know you guys should hear it. I don't know what is wrong with the volume. So, guys, what is happening here is that can you guys hear get the volume? You guys should let me know. FOMC, is it live? No. The FOMC is still not live yet, guys. No volume. Okay, I get that. There's no volume. Let me see. No volume. Okay, I get that.
To crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years. Know your customers, sanctions, OFAC. They can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin.
You guys hear it now,
You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through.
So, guys,
all these systems.
what is let me hold in. Yeah, you guys can hear me now. Okay? Good. What is happening here is that this is not the FOMC meeting. Good. So I will be using it like this next time, so that you guys can hear them better. So guys, what is happening here is that so this is JP Morgan. This is 2023. JP Morgan says that he says something. He said that you know what did JP Morgan say that he said that Bitcoin is for criminals. So he don't think that he think the government should ban it because Bitcoin is okay, good. So he said that he thinks that Bitcoin is for criminals and they should ban Bitcoin. But guess what? He is the one who is now embracing Bitcoin today. So JP Morgan team with Coinbase to let users buy crypto with bank account points and chance. So that is how easy it is. So people who keep criticizing Bitcoin today, there are people who don't understand how Bitcoin works. So guys, let's see this here. Cathy Woods asks invest, bought another 4,000, let's say 477,498 of Tom Leo's Ethereum treasury company. So the Wall Street, the big boys, they are not just buying a Bitcoin, but they are picking up Ethereum as well, which is why it keep holding strong. You guys can see Ethereum is still trading above $3,800. So which is huge. So which is why I keep saying that, for sure, we are in the last phase of the cycle, which if you guys look at this chart here, I will be coming back to the chart. So you guys can see here, so this is the Bitcoin long-term 4-year cycle, so which have been predicting the top of the market over the past few years. So we show that for sure we are in the last phase of the cycle, but don't be scared. So guys, so keep this here. So let me show you guys this before. You guys need to see this. This is 21 Soul Capital. This is Jack. So this is Jack. So the CEO of 21 Soul Capital. He said that Bitcoin Bitcoin is so scarce, which you guys already know that because it's 21 million that we ever been existed. This is one thing I keep saying every single day. But I have to show you guys this for you guys to know, this is real. So he said that the scarcity of Bitcoin, so which is why a lot of people, the demand, which more people are keep demanding for Bitcoin. So which is why Bitcoin will keep skyrocketing. Which is why he think that for sure Bitcoin will trade above, $130,000 to go to at least head up to like a 140 to $150,000 this cycle. Yeah, I still think 130, 140, 150 is still possible this cycle because we're in the parabolic phase, the banana zone the banana zone of the cycle, the last phase of the cycle before we enter the next cycle. So, which is we are in Q3 right now. So, Q3, Q4, which is why I think that for sure the market will go higher than this. And guess what? We have about $1.5 billion liquidation around $120,000. If Bitcoin trade above $120,000 again, the liquidation there is around 100, 1 point. So we still have it, yeah, for sure. With the market, most of the data are still saying that we are still in uptrend, and we still have some time to go at least before the end of the cycle. So let me play the short clip. This is Jack Miller saying that for sure is why Bitcoin, how scarce Bitcoin is, which is what I've been saying over the past few months, over the past few years that don't be scared because Bitcoin is so scarce.
The end game for you? Is it just to buy as much Bitcoin as you can and hold it for as long as possible and never sell it?
That's one of the goals, yes. But I think what makes us different than a lot of these other businesses is we plan to build Bitcoin products as well. I mean, the founding group is Tether and myself. I founded and lead Strike is one of the bigger Bitcoin financial services firms in the world. Tether obviously is one of the most impressive companies in the history of humanity, but specifically in building massive cash flows within the space. So Paulo and I, before we were CEOs, we were engineers. We built a lot of products. And so we plan to not only acquire as much Bitcoin as possible, raising capital and all sorts of deep capital pools, but also build products, build technology, build tools. I think when people eventually think of 21, it's are they a competitor to Coinbase? Are they a competitor to Strategy? For us, why not both? We think we have that potential.
Do you envision a future where Bitcoin treasury companies such as Strategy, Mara, and you guys end up buying so much Bitcoin that there really isn't actually much left out there on the open market for people to trade? After all, it is a fixed number of Bitcoin. So no more will be created once it reaches that number.
Right. You know what's fascinating about the asset, and it's not intuitive because it's so rare, is that to your point, it is definitively scarce. So if everyone in the world wanted an iPhone, Apple could make more. If everyone in the world wanted a McDonald's cheeseburger, McDonald's could make more. The fact that Bitcoin cannot increase its supply means the new supply comes from the market. If you want more Bitcoin, you don't go to the Bitcoin factory to get one.
Yeah.
You have to go up in price. Is there enough Bitcoin for me at 120,000? No. Okay, 130, 140, 150. So I tell you what, there's always Bitcoin available.
So guys, you guys get that. So what Jack is saying is that so you will always get Bitcoin to buy, but you have to pay in a higher price, that is how Bitcoin works. Let's say because if you need a new Bitcoin right now, if you need to get Bitcoin right now, so you will not have to go and print more Bitcoin because you can't print more of it. You can't get more of it, but you have to go to the market and pay in a higher price. Let's say for example, a day like today, you can get a Bitcoin. Let me see, where is Bitcoin trading at right now? So it's on the screen. Bitcoin is trading between $117,829 as of right now. So if you want to buy Bitcoin right now, you have to buy between this price. But you can't get Bitcoin between $110,000 today, unless unless maybe you have to go and if maybe you have to go and meet a Coinbase and and be pretty with them if they can sell you in a discount. So you have to pay in a higher price. So if you want to get it, so you can't print more Bitcoin like the fiat, the government money, just like President Trump. So guys, I hope you. I just moved my mic, man. It's out crazy. But guys, guess what? What I'm saying is that just like 2 weeks ago, President Trump need how much? President Trump need more money. to run the government. What did he do? He said he signed a beautiful bill to print what? To print new money into the system, which 3 point something trillion dollars. So guess what? So which they will be printing in the next few years. But when you need new Bitcoin, you have to go to the market and buy. So that is how it works. So you will not be able to print more Bitcoin out of these 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be in existence. So guys, that is what Jax, which is the new CEO of 21's Capital, is saying. So Jack is saying that so Bitcoin price is going higher because it's scarce for sure. The scarcity of the Bitcoin. So a huge amount of buying. The demand is right. Demand right now is going crazy. More people keep buying, which is why Michael Saylor, the CEO of Strategy, just announced they just bought another 2.4 billion dollars in Bitcoin today. So guys, one thing is that so guess what? Buying $2.4 billion, just like as Marqueselo did, if they would have buy from the open market, Bitcoin would have skyrocketed today. But they are not buying from the open market because they want to accumulate for a long term. They call people like Coinbase, they call people like a BYBIT, which they have a huge amount of Bitcoin in their management, which they buy Bitcoin where Bitcoin was trading below $20,000. They buy from those people. And based on those people buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $20,000, it will affect the price. So which is why they keep trading OTC. But OTC market will dry up in the next few years, which is why Bitcoin will skyrocket like never before. So let's see what next. This is Jack. So this is the Jack 21's posting Bitcoin holding. Jack, they just post their Bitcoin holding Jack Miller. At least he expecting Jack Miller. It seems that Bitcoin will be trading at least between 150,000 incoming in the next few months. So Jack thinks that for sure Bitcoin will be trading between $120,000, which I think is possible. Just like as I've been saying, 120. 130, 140 is still possible this cycle. But heading to $500,000, just like Plan B, I don't think it will be possible this cycle for Bitcoin to be trading at least 4 million, $1 million per coin this cycle. Next cycle, yeah, it's possible next cycle for Bitcoin to be trading $1 million next cycle for a Bitcoin. So this cycle, no. But so the Jack Miller, which is now the CEO of 21 Soul Capital, is expecting that Bitcoin, so is Bitcoin to be trading 130, 140 this cycle. So guys, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Keep this year and hope for a long term. For sure, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. I can see most of you guys are watching from S, aka Twitter. Guys, if you're watching me from S, so head over to the YouTube channel and Charisco Crypto. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Every single day I'm here live streaming where we discuss Bitcoin and crypto. Drop your question on this chat if you have any question for sure. And if you want to invest in Bitcoin and crypto, you are in the right place. My DCA portfolio will be starting early next year. So I still say early next year. That's because I expect the market to dip down next year. So when I will be buying down and buy up, so creating at least $10,000 portfolio. So which during the downside of the market. So when the market come back up, at least we have to be turning it to like about a $50,000 to $100,000 portfolio. So guys, let's see what next. Let me show you guys some of these for you before Q&A. New Zealand shares to roll out, retail cryptocurrency trading in August. So which show that more people keep embracing Bitcoin, which is what I keep explaining to you guys. That's because if you understand how the financial system today works, that the government keep taking your buy power away from you by printing more money, and you have to make sure that you are holding a strong asset that will protect your buy power. An asset like Bitcoin that have a mass supply that 21 million that will ever be in existence. You can't print more Bitcoin, 21 million that will ever be in existence. So guys, share this stream with your friends and family, share into church group, let them know about Bitcoin and crypto so that each time I'm live, they will be able to get notified. We can discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. So guys, see BlackRock, they keep buying. You can see here, let me quickly show you guys this is, let me refresh it, US spot ETF. So a few days ago, they were holding 6.16%. As of today, US spot ETF, you show me zoom, you guys can see, US spot ETF are now holding 6.18% of total Bitcoin supply, 21 million, which is what I was saying earlier just now, that, Bitcoin was created to decentralize. But guess what? Those entity, those companies right now, they are trying to make sure that they make Bitcoin centralized. They want to control the financial. They already control the fiat financial system, but they're still coming into crypto right now. Want to control it because they keep criticizing Bitcoin, telling you that Bitcoin is being used by scammers. But guess what? They are doing something else behind the scenes, which is why they keep buying and buying and buying. As you guys can see here, so just BlackRock is holding as of today $87 billion in Bitcoin, 87.12 billion, which is 3.5% of total Bitcoin supply that will ever be in existence. That is what BlackRock is already holding. So guys, if you want to sign up with a crypto exchange like a BYBIT, Binance, there is a link in the description of this video for you to sign up with BYBIT. So for you to sign up with BYBIT, so that you can even get up to like $1,000 for signing up with the link in the description. So sign up with Bybit, verify your document. They will give you an IBAN. Then you can start a DCA, $2, $3 in Bitcoin. It's either no. If you are being born as a man, you're already in trouble. So nobody is coming to save you. So the financial system of today, is being created to make the rich get richer, and Bitcoin is being created to transfer wealth from the wealth tells people, even if to the to people like I and you. So yeah, guys, you are welcome. So let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. Let's see. Let me quickly see. Bitcoin still holding strong. Bitcoin still holding strong. I was thinking that the FOMC meeting, it should have been live between 6 p.m. European time, but it happened to be that they rescheduled the time, so which it have to be now between at least few minutes from now. Let me quickly see. Let me refresh this screen here. So guys, stay with me. I keep holding strong. So let's do Q&A, guys. Let's do Q&A. Let's see. Let's do Q&A. Guys, drop your question on the chat. Let's do Q&A. Share the stream with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so that each time I'm live, you guys will get notified. We'll be able to discuss Bitcoin and crypto. One thing I want you guys to take out is that, either Fed Chair Jerome Powell decide to cut rate today, or what my source tell me is that even ever the Fed Chair, Jerome Powell, he decided to cut rate or he did not cut rate, but the Bitcoin will stay still. So because it's already priced in. So, but if he decide to cut rate, Bitcoin will boom. Even if he did not decide to cut rate, but Bitcoin will stay still. So Bitcoin will go down because it's already priced in. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Has become one of the best performing assets over the past few years, and it will keep become one of the best performing assets because you can print more of it. So if you know how decentralized Bitcoin is, you will totally understand that sure, Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is taking over the world. So which is why everything go there you guys keep seeing it. It's on chain, it's on news. More people keep embracing it because Bitcoin keep taking over the world. So guys, don't sleep on Bitcoin, don't sleep on crypto. For sure, with Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together just by GCA and hope for a long term. One thing I always say, guys, don't forget, always take profit when you are in profit. So people are being bullish right now. Most of the influencers in the crypto space on X, aka Twitter, they are being bullish. They will tell you to take profit. So when the market start dipping down, I get to know that I understand that people will be scared more and more and more and more. Bitcoin still trading above $117,000 right now. You can imagine that the fear and greediness, let's quickly see, the fear and greediness still trading below 70. Yeah, you can see it's almost 60. So the fear and greediness is between 63%, which I don't see any reason why the fear and greediness, it should be above at least 70 right now. But why is the fear and greediness is still below 70, trading between 63? That is because more people still be fearful in the market. Why will you be fearful right now when Bitcoin is still trading just few down with a few thousands of dollars from all-time high? You can get that. But you can imagine if Bitcoin dip below $100,000. Ha ha ha. This year greediness will break, it will break below, it will even break below 1%. So, which is why I keep saying taking profit is important if you're in profit. So, take profit so that you will be able to buy more Bitcoin back when the market dip down. That is one of the way to buy back if the market dip down. So, take profit when you're in profit. But don't be scared each time the market dip down. Buy when there is blood in the market, even if it is your own blood. That is how you make money. Guys, I see the chat booming, man. What are you guys discussing? I see the chat booming. So I'm starting from the top. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you. I see the amazing comment from you guys. You guys are smart and intelligent for sure. Guys, support the channel by sharing this stream. You just need, and if you we're already in the month end, man, I will be sending a few giveaway for you guys. You guys already know, which I already promised you guys. So we're already ahead of the month. So maybe I will be doing it on weekends. So even if right now we're going to somewhere, let me see if the FMOC meeting, no, it's still not live yet. Let me check if the FMOMC meeting is live. Let me check. It's still not live yet. So if the FOMC meeting is still not live yet, so guys, what I'm trying to say is that I already promised you guys. I'll be sending $100 or NFTs to you guys. You guys have to decide. Maybe weekend. So we have to spread the either $100 to you guys or NFTs to you guys. So you guys will decide maybe on weekend. So what you just need to do for you to be part of this for you to be part of the giveaway is just for you to share the stream, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, share the stream with your friends and family. Let them know about Bitcoin and crypto. That is because I think we and community, we need to grow together. We need to achieve a financial freedom together. That is because the financial system today is eating away your buying power. The government, you can see, if you can purchase this 4 years ago with $1,000, today you'll be buying it with a few years ago. With few years, let's say 10 years ago, if you can buy this with $1,000, today you'll be buying it with like $2,000. That is because inflation keep eating your buy power. And one of the way for you to hedge against inflation, for you to start against inflation, is to make sure that you are holding a strong asset like Bitcoin, which is still up with millions of percent to date. Not just Bitcoin, Solana as well. 2022, when Bitcoin dipped down to $16,000, Solana was trading at when? Solana was trading below $10. So just 2022, yeah, that is between less than between 3 years. Yeah, guys, how are you all doing? Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam, guys. How are you doing? Greetings to you all, guys. Hope you guys are good. So, guys, if you're in profit, you guys should let me know what are you guys buying this time around. What altcoins are you buying? So, and what altcoins you guys expecting to, at least to do another 5S? Because I think in the next few days, as season is already building, the momentum is building. That is because more money are coming into Ethereum. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin dominance / Ethereum dominance. That show that how powerful. Let me see. Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is 60.8%, when it's been down with about 3.7%, when Ethereum dominance is still up with 2.8%, almost 3%. So Ethereum is reading the art season. It's already reading the way. I've been telling you guys over the past few days, over the past few weeks as well, that Ethereum is reading the art season, and for sure the art season will be. I think it will be starting from August, which is just the next few days. Evening, guys. I see all the greetings, all the amazing comment from you guys. You guys know I can't pop all of them all, but thank you all, thank you all. But I will try to answer the questions so before we can keep going. My people, how are you? How are they? My man, how are they now, guys? How you guys are good? Most of you guys, my people, yeah, from Nigeria. I hail you all. I hail you all. I hail you all. So, guys, here in Europe as well, I understand. I showed you guys a clip 2 days ago. Venezuela, people now throwing away money, cash, because it's worthless. Even if Elon Musk said it, fiat is worthless. One of the best performing asset today is Bitcoin. So you can't confiscate Bitcoin, but you can confiscate gold. So that is Bitcoin is the digital gold. So if you are let's say if you are 60 years old, 65 years old, you want to invest. Yeah, you can decide to go into gold. But if you are just at least between 20, 25, 30, at least you want to invest, you have to invest in an asset that will give you a good return, which is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, SRP, no SUI as well. So which is huge. Yeah, that is really why Bitcoin and cryptocurrency tracker is built to give you freedom. So you say, I also love the idea of cryptocurrency because when you are traveling, it won't really stress you. It will stress you. If I want to send $1,000 like now, you just need to do is for you to scan the QR code, or guess what? You paste the address in less than 5 minutes. Boom. What is 5 minutes? In less than a minute, you will receive the Bitcoin there. That is how it works. So that is how easy Bitcoin is to send it across the world. So guys, always keep your Bitcoin and crypto safe. Keep your seed phrase safe. It's very, very important. Always keep your seed phrase safe. That is because it's one of the way to protect your Bitcoin and crypto. So I am fuck. Uh so guys, it's very, very important. Keep your Bitcoin and crypto safe. So keep your Bitcoin and your crypto safe. So it's keeping your Bitcoin and try to make sure you keep your seed phrase safe. It's very, very important. Either you are using Ledger, you are using Treasure. If you do not keep your seed phrase safe, anybody tell you to send your seed phrase, it's a scammer, and don't send your. Be careful. Never allow anybody, your brother, your sister, to access your seed phrase. It's very, very important. Yeah, they want to buy everything. That's why, so the big boys, they want to buy everything. So that's because, they don't want you to, they don't want you to get the Bitcoin. So, which is why they keep buying and buying and buying. They're buying behind the scene using an OTC. If no one created Bitcoin, so Bitcoin was created by someone. So, Vincent, it does not mean that a Bitcoin fall out from air. No. So Bitcoin was created by Satoshi. Is that it's not controlled by anybody, because even if Satoshi, which is the founder of Bitcoin, is nowhere to be found today. So Satoshi's wallet is still holding about 1 million Bitcoin. So it's the one which I was showing you guys just now, that he made this tweet few years ago, that he said that he was the one 50 years ago. 50 years ago, that is about 2010, Abi. So he said that years ago, Satoshi said that if you don't believe me, or you don't get it, so I don't have time to convince you, or I'm sorry. So that is Satoshi's words in between 2010. So his last tweet was 2011. So it's not that Bitcoin fall from the air. No. So Bitcoin was created by Satoshi, but it's been uncontrolled by anybody. So in order for you to be a part of the Bitcoin, at least you have to be mining it, powering it by using Bitcoin's mining machines or computer. Greetings to you all. How are you all doing? So, guys, well, what are you guys announcing winners as a CEO, CAG boy to reach out tomorrow? What are you guys saying on the chat? I can't get you guys. Guys are, guys are just killing me. I don't see these comments, but yeah, I remember. So just like as I said just now, so the giveaway to you guys, for you guys who always tune in, who always share the stream, also not for everyone, but people who always share the stream. So that is the people who will be winning the giveaway. So always share the stream with your friends and family. So those are the people who will be winning it. So guys, so I may be streaming the FOMC meeting a few, let's say, few minutes from now. I may stream it, but I may not stream it. But nevertheless, so I don't think Jerome Paul will cut rate. But if Jerome Paul decides to cut rate, good. But I don't think it will cut rate because to my source, about 90%, that Jerome Paul will not cut rate today. But even if Jerome Paul did not cut rate, Bitcoin will stay still. Bitcoin will dip down, like because it's already priced in. So Bitcoin is still trading almost between $118,000 right now. So which is what I think is normal. So guys. See you all tomorrow, or I may be streaming later. So turn on, make sure your notification bell is on. The FOMC meeting, I may live stream it later, few minutes from now, or I may not live stream it. So stay tuned. So always make sure that your notification bell is on. Share the stream with your friends and family. Don't forget, you are smart and intelligent. With Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Charisco is out, guys. See you all tomorrow.